Order! Battle raps to the Prime Minister! Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ahem. Philip, if you'll do the honours. Today is the birthday of our National Health Service. I used to go and use it for screenings of my cervix. Obviously, these days it's rather go private and pay, but nevertheless, NHS, happy 69th birthday. Jeremy Corbyn! Okay, John, hit me. Well, I'd like to begin by wishing everyone at Pride a very happy March and Saturday. Labour is on your side. Frankly, I do hate to think what it says to them when they see the Tories strike a deal with the Old Testament. Shame on you, Tories! I'd like to echo that. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Enjoy all your personal freedoms before they're all gone. What was that last bit? Nothing. Mr. Speaker, I would like to ask the Prime Minister how she can stand there with a straight face and administer her personal wishes to the very institution that her government seems to be driving to dissolution. The NHS. He's right, you're driving it into the ground. Well, what I would say to the right honourable gentleman is maybe he was baking a vegetarian lentil flan. Lentil flan? Yes, lentil flan. Look, it rhymes, okay? Philip, pick up the beat. So you were baking that while the last Labour government presided over spending that Conservatives ever since have been tasked with mending. Mr. Speaker, it's been 7 years without a pay rise for public servants in the UK, and they're all great guys. In fact, with a pay cap at 1% and inflation at 3%, the pay cap's a pay cut in real terms, which nurses might resent when they see $1 billion spent to maintain this government, while they're all at food banks because the cash machine drew blanks. Slam! I value the work done by those in the public sector.
Shut up, Labour.
Let's try that again, shall we? I said I value the work done by those in the public sector, but frankly I won't stand here and take a lecture from a party that seems to think that money grows on magic trees, and as they showed last time, that can only end tragically. Last week I had a letter from a teacher called David. He's done it for a decade and he just feels degraded. He's seen more teachers leave than start out and he feels jaded. Thank goodness these guys are so dedicated. It's alright, he's a teacher, he's doing a good job. Actually, I think you'll find we now have more nurses in our hospitals since 2010, so hold your curses. And we've also got even more teachers in our schools. We only had to cap pay because Labour was such fools. We inherited the biggest deficit in our history. Well, while I admire the PM's knack for sophistry, last year there was a net loss of 1,700 nurses and midwives to the NHS because their budget's plundered and it's funded tax cuts for corporations, while in the first 2 months of this year, 3,000 left the occupation. Happy birthday, NHS! The Chancellor called the economy fundamentally robust, so why are public services left to practically go bust? We have to live within our means, you scruffy bloody hippie. Now bear this in mind before you start to get all lippy. We've got record numbers of people in work. Under Labour, they'd just be paid to sit around and shirk. Yes, well done on all the young people on 0 hours, and I'm sure Deliveroo and Uber drivers send you flowers. 6 million British workers on less than the living wage. Want to know how austerity pans out? Well, there's your gauge. Ha! At least we introduced that living wage. Why don't you go and organise another day of rage? What use is that living wage if millions of people don't make the grade? We've taken 4 million out of paying income tax. Only by slashing their income, you battle axe. Order!